Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. A little while back we covered some of Azucena's core wall combos and the oki situations that follow them, but today we focus more on some of the oki opportunities that arise from landing some of Azucena's more common moves, so let's get right into it. To start us off, one of Azucena's strongest oki situations comes from landing her signature while running 3-2. This move knocks the opponent down in a unique way where their on the ground wake up options come out very late. This means things like wake up kicks and spring kicks are almost useless as they're too slow. This can force our opponent to use quick wake up options like tech rolls or retreating backwards with an instant wake up by holding back. When our opponent wakes up instantly with one of these options, they are then forced to guess on our next defensive move as we run in. Doing another while running 3-2 is one great follow up as it loops the situation if they get hit again. Just make sure you're confirming the moment when they get up from the ground and then pressing the button, as the timing and distance for get ups with holding back and tech roll are different. Also, just running up to the opponent and using any of Azucena's core tools is also very useful here. Our opponent does have access to another strong instant wake up option with the quick recovery by holding forward. This will interrupt our offense as we run in and even float aerial options like that second while running 3-2 we just covered. If you notice the opponent using this option, simply double tap forward to get a forward dash, which will put you in perfect range to whiff punish their wake up. Once our opponent is scared of our oki follow ups here, they may also opt to stay on the ground. Running into a down back 3 is a great option here, as it will not only connect on the ground when they stay down, but also has enough range and tracking to cover the tech roll and backwards wake ups as our low mix up. We can also use our heavier hitting grounded options like forward 3 or down back 1+2, but on a hard read we have access to a very unique option. Due to the unique grounded situation that prevents our opponent from using grounded wake up options, there is a brief window of time where we can float our opponent if they don't wake up. By doing a micro forward dash, we can also use down back 3 to pick our opponent up off the ground for a juggle. Just be aware the down back 3 can whiff when they wake up, particularly when they hold back. I found that instantly tornadoing with back turn 4-3 is the most consistent option for combos here. Here are some of the staple combo ideas that I've come up with, but please let me know if you have any better ones. Another oki situation you'll encounter frequently is the one that follows her up forward 1+2 throw. If you've been playing Azucena for a little while, I'm sure you've noticed opponents love to do get up kicks here, and rightfully so, as it's a very strong option for interrupting our follow-ups. Mid get up kicks, which are the faster of the two, trade with our 15 frame moves, meaning they cover most of our attacks. A way we can penalise our opponent heavily for using these get up kicks is to backdash by inputting back. This will allow us to whiff punish with a big move like forward 3 for huge damage. Alternatively, we can also sidestep right and then input a low parry, making the mid whiff for a while standing whiff punish and then giving a low parry for a smaller combo when the low comes out. Although the damage potential of using this option is lower than backdashing, it does allow us to stay closer to our opponent, making it easier to follow up our offense once we confirm they haven't used a get up kick. As I always encourage, try and make sure you have your next move planned out for when they don't get up kick, regardless of the option you choose here, to ensure you keep up the pressure. If you're a fan of using Azucena's down 1+2, also known as her UFO roll, you'll need to be aware of how to counter the strong options our opponent has to stop your offense after landing it. Whilst get up kicks are a bit too slow to be useful, our opponent has access to the recovery toe kick, which beats out all Libertador options except for lib 1, which I personally wouldn't recommend using much here. The best ways to stop the toe kick are to either remain in lib to activate the auto parry, or even better, to hold back in lib, which will create just enough distance to whiff punish with lib 1+2 for massive damage. If you're wanting to utilise the back 3+4 back turn transition, you'll also jump over any toe kick attempts with it. Opponents may also opt to spring kick us here, as it beats all lib options except for lib 1+2, which will connect for an instant tornado, or if we have heat activated, our heat smash works too. To deal with the spring kick more effectively, we have a couple of decent options. One of the best options on a read is to simply cancel lib with down back and punish heavily, as the spring kick will be blocked at very heavy minus here. If we were wanting to stay in lib, we can also slightly delay our lib 4 to float the spring kick for a juggle. Just be careful as the timing is tight and you will get hit if you're too slow. You can also use a lib walk to the right to make spring kicks whiff to stay in lib. Just be careful as it is difficult to whiff punish as you're off axis. I recommend whiff punishing with lib 3+4 as the homing property makes it consistent. Once your opponent has stopped attacking into your lib stance, you have plenty of options to follow up with. If opponents wake up by holding back, fast options like lib 2, lib 3 and lib 4 will grant a free hit as they get up. Holding back here also won't be able to create enough distance to escape the big 50-50 between lib down 4-4 hell sweep and lib 1+2. That's why when waking up, it's better for opponents to tap up instead, as they won't get clipped by fast moves, the one downside of it being that it leaves them closer to us so we can easily create offense. When they stand up like this, use lib 2 and lib 3 as a safer 50-50, or bring out the big mix up with lib down 4-4 or lib 1+2 if you feel like high risk and high reward. With heat, don't forget you can also use her heat exclusive lib down 3+4 mid launcher or her heat smash as mid options. To keep your opponent guessing, you can transition to back turn with back 3+4 or by cancelling lib 1+2 by holding back. You can also simply cancel stance with down back and use standing offense. Finally, if the opponent stays down, be sure to use ground hitting options like lib 1+2 or lib 3 to get some damage. Another situation that you'll be in a lot is the Oki situation you get after connecting Azucena's back turn 2 attack throw. This one is pretty simple to play, but you still need to understand your opponent's options. Our opponent's spring kick trades with our 22 frame back 3, which should tell you all about how slow they are to attack given this option is faster than both of their get up kicks. That being said, the recovery toe kick is still incredibly fast and difficult to hit with almost all of our move list. However, Azucena's back 3 avoids it and is particularly useful against the wall. Forward 3+4 is also decent here for the same reason, as it jumps over the load. When the opponent holds back, they create quite a lot of space and escape most of our follow-ups. This means we often have to use an option that chases our opponent down in forward 3+4 or while running 3-2, or we have to dash to follow them and then pick our next option. But when we do this, we can then get hit by the wake up attacks again. The best way to deal with wake up attacks in the open is to simply backwalk by holding back, which will make all wake up attacks whiff for a big whiff punish. When baiting the wake up attacks at the wall, I recommend backdashing instead of holding back like I mentioned previously, as the wall leaves them a little bit closer to you and not everything whiffs with the backwalk. If the opponent doesn't do a wake up attack, quickly confirm this action and then chase them down to continue your offense. If you insist on staying close to them to begin with, you can dash into a block to close the distance and block the mids, however, you'll still get hit by the low options. Finally, another Oki situation that can be really rewarding when you understand it is from Azucena's up forward 1 sabaki. I won't cover it in this video, but be sure to check out my sabaki guide as it covers this Oki situation in great detail. And I'll leave it at that. Hopefully this video helps you improve your momentum and offense on some of these core situations with Azucena. Be sure to also check out the other Azucena guides on my channel if you're looking to improve your offense and mind games with her, and a big thank you for watching as always. I'll see you in the next one.